Imagine this for a moment. Every choice you never made, every version of you that turned left instead of right, every universe where history unfolded just a little differently. What if they all exist right now, not as science fiction, not as fantasy, but as real, physical worlds, hidden beyond our perception? The question is simple, yet terrifying. Are we living in a multiverse? Welcome to Cosmic Horizon Hub, where we push past the edge of the known universe and stare into the unknown. Today, we are diving into one of the most mind-bending ideas modern science has ever dared to consider: the multiverse. The possibility that our universe is not unique, not special, not alone, but just one bubble in an endless cosmic ocean. For centuries, humans believed Earth was the center of everything. Then we learned we orbit the sun. Then we discovered our sun is just one star among hundreds of billions in the Milky Way. Then we realized the Milky Way is only one galaxy among trillions. Each discovery humbled us. Each step pushed us further from the center. Now science asks the next uncomfortable question. What if our entire universe is just one small part of something far bigger? To understand why scientists even take the multiverse seriously, we need to start with a problem. A very strange problem. The universe appears to be perfectly fine, tuned for life. If gravity was slightly stronger, stars would burn too fast, slightly weaker, and stars would never form. If the cosmological constant were just a tiny bit larger, the universe would expand so rapidly that galaxies could never exist. The odds of all these values lining up by chance are astronomically small. So small that some physicists compare it to randomly throwing a dart and hitting a single atom in the entire observable universe. So here comes the big question. Why are the laws of physics exactly the way they are? Is it pure coincidence? Is there some unknown cosmic designer? Or is there another explanation? The multiverse offers a radical answer. Maybe the universe isn't fine-tuned at all. Maybe we are just living in one of the few universes where the conditions happen to allow life. Imagine a casino with infinite slot machines. Most of them lose. A few pay out. We are standing in one of the winning rooms simply because no one exists in the losing ones to ask the question. This idea is known as the anthropic principle, and it's one of the pillars supporting multiverse theory. But the multiverse is not a single idea. It comes in several flavors, each stranger than the last. The first is the cosmological multiverse, born from inflation theory. According to inflation, the universe expanded exponentially in the first fraction of a second after the Big Bang. But some versions of this theory suggest inflation never truly stops. Instead, it keeps going in different regions of space, creating countless bubble universes. Each bubble is its own universe, with its own laws of physics, its own constants, its own reality. Our universe would be just one bubble among an infinite foam. Picture boiling water. Bubbles form, grow, detach, and rise. Now replace water with space-time itself. Replace bubbles with entire universes. That is eternal inflation. And here's the twist. These other universes could be physically real. They could exist right now. But they are so far away, expanding so fast that we can never reach them. Not with any technology imaginable. They are forever beyond our cosmic horizon. Then there is the quantum multiverse, also known as the many worlds interpretation. This one doesn't require distant galaxies or cosmic bubbles. It unfolds right here, right now. Every time a quantum event has multiple possible outcomes, the universe splits. In one universe, the particle goes left. In another, it goes right. In one universe, you chose this video. In another, you didn't. According to this interpretation, reality is constantly branching into countless versions. Infinite copies of the universe, overlapping yet unable to interact. This idea sounds insane, but here's the shocking part. It emerges naturally from quantum mechanics. The equations work. The math checks out. And no experiment so far has disproven it. The question then becomes even more unsettling. If every possibility happens somewhere, what does that mean for free will? Are your choices meaningful, or are they just one branch among infinitely many? Now let's push even further. String theory suggests a landscape of universes so vast that the number is almost impossible to comprehend. Estimates range from 10 to the power of 500 possible universes. That's a 1 followed by 500 zeros. Each universe corresponds to a different way, Extra dimensions could be curled up at the smallest scales. Different shapes, different laws, different realities. In this view, the multiverse isn't just big, it's unimaginably enormous. So here comes the critical question. Is there any evidence? Are we just telling cosmic fairy tales, or does science actually point toward the multiverse? The honest answer is complicated. We do not have direct evidence. No telescope has ever seen another universe. No experiment has proven their existence. But some clues are intriguing. For example, the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, shows tiny anomalies, cold spots, slight irregularities. Some scientists have speculated that these could be scars from collisions with other universes in the distant past. It's controversial, highly debated. But the fact that serious researchers even consider it tells you how far this idea has come. Another clue lies in mathematics itself. Our most successful theories seem to naturally allow or even predict multiple universes. Eternal inflation, quantum mechanics, string theory. None of these were invented to justify the multiverse. The multiverse emerged as a consequence, almost like an unwanted side effect. That raises a philosophical question. If the math says it's possible, are we obligated to believe it exists? Or does science require observation above all else? And now for a twist that changes everything. What if the multiverse explains not only physics, but consciousness itself? Some thinkers suggest that consciousness could be tied to quantum processes. If that's true, then awareness might also branch across realities. A version of you experiences this moment. Another version doesn't. Another version makes a different choice seconds from now. Are you one thread in a vast tapestry of selves? Or is consciousness selecting a path through the multiverse like a spotlight moving across a stage? We don't know. And that uncertainty is where the mystery becomes almost poetic. Critics of the multiverse argue that it may be unfalsifiable. If we can never observe other universes, is the idea scientific at all? Or is it philosophy disguised as physics? Even legendary physicists disagree. Some embrace the multiverse as the inevitable conclusion of modern theory. Others warn that it risks turning science into speculation without limits. Yet history teaches us something important. Many ideas once dismissed as absurd later became accepted reality. Black holes were once theoretical nonsense. Atoms were once invisible guesses. The expansion of the universe itself was controversial. So where does that leave us? Standing at the edge of knowledge, staring into a concept so vast it breaks intuition. If the multiverse exists, it changes everything. It changes our place in reality. It changes the meaning of probability. It even changes how we think about existence itself. We may not be special in the cosmic sense, but paradoxically, that makes our moment here even more precious. Because out of infinite possibilities, this is the universe you are experiencing. This is the branch you are on. And that brings us back to the original question. Are we living in a multiverse? Science cannot yet give a final answer, but it has opened the door. And once that door is open, it can never truly be closed. If this idea stretched your mind, if it made you pause and question reality itself, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe the multiverse is real, or do you think our universe stands alone? If you enjoyed this journey beyond the horizon, like the video, subscribe to Cosmic Horizon Hub, and stay with us as we continue exploring the deepest mysteries of the universe.